Vigilant!
Some of the sponsorship time that we get to spend up at the hangar has been very good. They've been working with us with our aircraft, and we're showing them the way that we do things. I think it's very good for us to work in that field and share techniques and things that we do. I want to be able to teach them everything that they want to learn, and then I want to learn from them the way that they do things.
Staff Sergeant Todd Barker, a platoon sergeant assigned to U.S. Army Aviation Battalion Japan, is one of the COOP90 sponsors for 2 sergeants from the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force.
Through the sponsor time, I learned crew chief responsibility. I'm Sergeant Jun Hiroha. I'm crew chief, 1st Helicopter Brigade, JGSDF.
I'm Sergeant Kotaro Yamatani, Avionics Maintenance Sergeant, 1st Helicopter Brigade, JGSDF.
JGSDF aviators Sergeant Jun Hiroha and Sergeant Kotaro Yamatani came from Camp Kisarazu in Chiba Prefecture. They spent most of their time with sponsors at Camp Sama's Kastner Army Airfield.
Sergeant Hiroha is sometimes a little bit quiet, but always smiling and always has a lot of good jokes.
Oh, I don't remember jokes.
Little sayings that American soldiers has, and he knows when to use them. So it's very funny to see how he's come along.
No jokes.
My name is Sergeant First Class Bryant Cameronero. I'm the Production Control NCOIC for the U.S. Army Aviation Battalion Japan. Pretty much when we spend time with Hiroha, we're with Yamatani as well. Just like Sergeant Hiroha, he's come a long way. His English was very good from the start, but he's pretty much an American now.
Sergeant First Class Bryant Cambronero said he wanted to spend as much time as he could to develop a good relationship with Hiroha and Yamatani, and to help them achieve their goal of learning English.
I'm not an outgoing person, but he always takes me, so I was very happy.
Yamatani said he was nervous at the beginning of the program, but he soon became good friend with Cambronero.
I think what makes you successful in the co-op program as a sponsor is really to involve yourself in the off time and really bring them in and treat them like family.
Now we are getting to know each other, so they allows us to more easily or more efficiently to do missions.
USARJ G5 coordinated various events and training for the co-op members in order for them to gain a better understanding of the U.S. military. The co-op members were also able to participate in the Aviation Battalion's water survival training.
We did 45 minutes of swimming back and forth in the pool using different strokes and different techniques. And then we did about 3 minutes of treading water, and then we tread water with a team trying to hold up a 20-pound brick, keeping the brick above water.
I never thought it was so difficult to holding bricks above the water.
We get to teach them stuff that we train and stuff that we're familiar with. And it crosses well, and it's overall good training for both sides.
They're incredibly dedicated to everything they do. Sergeant Hiroha himself, he came in and did the Army APFT, and he had done 60-something push-ups.
It was so hard. I have to attend PT every morning and exercise myself.
But then he went through the 10 weeks and he came out doing 90 on the final APFT. So you could really tell that he was working to improve. So really I've learned the dedication from them.
Our JGSDF PT is just running and some workout. But the PT is variety of exercise. I want to bring back to my unit.
Terminated.
I think maybe the impact I had on Sergeant Hiroha and Sergeant Yamatani came a lot from reading their journals.
To demonstrate their competence in English language skills, the JGSDF members regularly wrote in journals as one of their assignments during the co-op program.
It was one of the hardest parts for me to write journals in English.
And seeing how they were very critical of themselves, not only in their English, but many other things. Explain to them and give them an outside perspective on how good they were actually doing in a lot of the things that they were being very critical on themselves, and to learn to give themselves credit where they deserve it.
The program also helped them become familiar with the importance of soldier wellness. Yamatani says his sponsors instilled in him the importance of rest and relaxation, or R&R, to sustain a high level of performance.
They do their job 100%, but on the other hand, their energy put on relaxation on 100%. I'll try to put 100% on my relaxation for future.
Starting out as E4s, E5s in the co-op program, and then they come back as senior enlisted or officers, and they've got those relationships developed from a co-op program that they did 5, 10, 15 years beforehand, and I think those relationships are important.
My goal was speaking English well, but now my goal will be to keep relationship between U.S. Army and JGSDF.
Reporting for U.S. Army Garrison Japan Public Affairs, this is Aya Watsushi.